What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We're also going to be looking at the S&P 500 if we have time. We're also going to be looking at a few exchanges that I've been using to trade XRP as well as some of the other altcoins. Specifically in today's episode, I really do want to focus in on the very interesting news articles that have been coming out, as well as the technical analysis. Basically, some new analysts are saying that if Bitcoin is able to reach $14,000, we should start looking towards $20,000 instead of looking back and potentially seeing corrections lower. So both of these are very interesting analysis. I really do think we just have to dive in and discuss this. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, so I'm here on my channel. Yesterday we made a video basically talking about the parabolic XRP Ripple breakout that is definitely destined to come. It's merely just a waiting game at this point. Hopefully you guys like the new thumbnails that I've been putting some time and definitely some effort into creating. Definitely makes me stand out a little bit more. It makes the thumbnails and what the articles are going to be talking about just stand out a little bit more vibrant. So hopefully you guys do enjoy those. Definitely let me know what you think down in the comments below. But otherwise, just to jump right into things, you guys can see right off the bat that most of these cryptocurrencies, at least today, are pretty much just consolidating. We're really not seeing any sort of massive movement to the upside just this second. But even though we aren't seeing movement on the 24-hour scale, when you compare us to the 7-day scale of things, we're up pretty much about 15% in pretty much all the cryptocurrencies. With Bitcoin SV being 10, Litecoin 20, Polkadot 15, 6, 13, 7, 2, 7, and then 12.85%. We are definitely up quite a bit from last week. Now, what's interesting to discuss is I really do want to focus in on XRP, but I also want to talk about Bitcoin because I do believe those are two in pairs, and they'll both affect each other very, 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 systematically, and either one will definitely link the other towards breaking out. Now, there was this article posted on Bitcoin.com, which did talk about that if Bitcoin passes $14,000, analysts say that traders should really start to look at $20,000 instead of looking back and potentially seeing the markets correct lower. So pretty much just the bullet points that were discussed was a few traders and popular crypto analysts did discuss that the region that needs to be crossed is 14K, and it basically will lift off from there. Tuesday's 2020 all-time high was 13.68, and it's just shy of last year's all-time high of 13.796 per Bitcoin, which was accomplished June 26 in 2019. Macro strategist Raoul Pal said that Tuesday that there are only two major Bitcoin price resistances left. There are only literally two resistances left, which is 14,000 and our all-time high of $20,000. So I think we're going to continue to head up higher. I think a lot of people are also seeing this as well. They said senior market analyst from eToro, which is a company I used to partner with, explained that this week in an investor's note that stimulus fears could stoke the fire for Bitcoin. We may also seek to uptick of inflation, another important aspect of Satoshi Nakamoto's view of modern economies. Is that drove him or her or them to create Bitcoin. It's also interesting to see how this impacts the correlation between, as we know, the economy and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So they are definitely talking about these all-time highs that do need to be retested. I just want to jump right into the markets right now. I mean, as you guys can clearly see, not much is needed to be said within XRP's trading right now. You can see XRP is pretty much just trading sideways within a massive symmetrical triangle consolidation. It started off back in July 20th. You can even move it up to August 3rd. And we've pretty much just been consolidating within this massive symmetrical triangle for many, many months. And it's ending in October. And I'd say the beginning of November. What's crazy too is we are setting higher lows and lower highs, which is a great thing to me. The fact that we're setting, higher lows, which is right here, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower highs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is definitely causing some sort of, gap that does need to be filled. At some point, it is going to stable out and flatline, and that is definitely the biggest sign of consolidation and big breaks in prices. So the fact that we've consolidated out this much, we're not seeing these massive price swings anymore. The fact that we've really just been trading between 0.24 and maybe 0.2, I'd say 0.25, is what we did need to see for a big break to happen and a big rush of volume to come into XRP. Now, I do have the trading charts pulled up on BitYard as well. This is one of the exchanges that I highly recommend to use and add to your toolbox for things to help you make money in the long term and definitely in the short term too. BitYard is one of the exchanges that not only has XRP listed to buy long and sell short, as well as create stop losses for, but it also has a slew of other different altcoins that you can see all here that you can invest in and trade around with. So this is very important if you guys are interested in learning how to trade around with cryptocurrency and capitalize off markets. I've already withdrawn profits from BitYard, so it is extremely trustworthy. I've done it. If you guys were curious about it, I could definitely make a video as to how to withdraw your profits. It's very simple. We also do have, you can see the chart that's drawn on here with their trading view chart pulled in. You can see the uptrend, the downtrend right here. And as the consolidation finally starts to hit, we're starting to see it fill in the gap right here. That seems to end probably around November 4th. We're probably going to see some sort of spike before then. Obviously, the thing to do is to buy long or sell short, depending on which resistance or support we break. I did link BitYard in the description down below, so if you guys are interested in checking this out, I highly recommend doing so. We have over 115 people now that have signed up to BitYard, and a ton of people are trading and doing so and definitely benefiting from this. I do have a group that I created on Patreon, so if you guys are interested in learning my trades too, you can check it out over there. But moral of the story is we are literally neck and neck right now with the bottom support and the top resistance as consolidation fills in. At some point, we're going to have to decide which way we're going to break, whether it's above here and we close a daily candle above resistance, then we know we're probably going to buy in long and leverage this all the way up to see a break to the upside, and vice versa. If we consolidate in here just a little bit longer and break below support, we know to short the market as it corrects lower. So that's pretty much where we're at with XRP. It's merely just consolidating sideways, but the cool thing is we do have to pay attention to the other cryptocurrencies that are showing signs of which direction the markets could be breaking to. Now, Ethereum shows signs that the markets are starting to dip a little bit lower, and I just want to reset this TV before we see the price or the crypto TV logo disappear. But we do have an ascending triangle forming right here with a top resistance close to $412 and a bottom support at, at just this uptrend right here, interlocking with the moving average. You can see we're getting very close to crossing the MACD right here on Ethereum. Let's check out XRP2. XRP isn't necessarily hinting at a bearish cross right now. We may just bounce off support and just reverse out of this, which would be honestly a very awesome move to see because it will cause extreme profits for us as well as traders. But ultimately, you can see Ethereum is starting to reverse downwards as it's been rejected from resistance. Even Bitcoin got immediately rejected from its $13,767 resistance, and we're immediately correcting lower. This is interesting because not only that, we are extremely oversaturated on the MACD, and we're extremely overbought on the relative strength indicators, which is slowly correcting lower. But I do think it will allow us to start to slowly swing up higher as we move into the long term of things. And even Litecoin is showing resistance as we're starting to see uncertainty in the market and reversal patterns forming right now. So I do believe that most of these cryptocurrencies are showing signs of reversal. A lot of these cryptos look like they want to start to consolidate downwards, but I don't want to just say we're breaking bearish yet because I do believe that a lot of these cryptos do have potential to swing upwards. So it's merely just a waiting game for this very moment. I do believe that we are definitely getting closer and closer to a potential buy-in opportunity. And if you guys do want to figure out how exactly the layout and the way the markets work on BitYard, you can obviously check out the demo account right here. Not only that, but they do have a bright and a dark mode. I obviously prefer the dark mode if you can't tell by the background, but also obviously the demo account does allow you to trade around with over $100,000. You can see right here in a balance. Test your skills. We've made, I've lost a few trades, but I've made, profit on a few trades as well. So we're up to $100,337. Even then, $337 in just a couple of days to playing around with is some pretty cool cash. That's some pretty quick cash to make some money on. Now, obviously, we're going to try to, obviously get this up much, much more. So definitely make sure to stick around to the video. Lastly, because we do have a little bit of time, I do want to talk about the S&P 500. As you guys can clearly see, there's not much that needs to be said. Yes, we have discussed that there is some sort of, cup and handle formation. I want to draw out right here. Boom. And then boom. This is the cup and handle. But the thing is, we broke resistance. We retested resistance, we got rejected, and we're starting to correct lower. So it looks more or less like a double top as we're getting closer and closer and closer to the base right here. If we breach the base, then we know for sure we're going to be heading lower. But just the way the market's trending, it looks like we want to reverse lower. Otherwise, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoBeeOfficial, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.